Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner, and you're with me, Spider Slayer. Once again guys, we are doing a comic book review, and this review is issue number 4 of Scarlet Spider. That's right, issue 4 of Scarlet Spider. Guys, this series has been phenomenal. Top notch. When I first picked up issue number 1, never expected it to be so good. Everything about it is phenomenal. The artwork is excellent, the colors are excellent, the writing is excellent. Just the detail that goes into this book, and it's just so awesome. The writer of this book is Chris Yost. Ryan Stegman does the pencils. Stegman and Babinski and Smith do the inks. Edgar Delgado does the colors. They're all a great team, and they all work phenomenally well on this book to bring it to you each and every week. Again, you can see here on the cover the detail that goes into it. Here I'll show you another page. This is one of the first pages here. From the Assassin's Guild. Just look at that. Even the detail that goes into the boots, into everything about it. It's just phenomenal. The glossiness off of Scarlet's eyes. Just so well done. Next we'll see another page right here. And this is Scarlet Spider battling some of the elite members of the Assassin Guild. And it is, again, just great battle sequences, great panels. Just have nothing but great things to say about it. And then I'll show you one more page here. And here we have this weird looking girl who looks like she's from the movie The Ring, with the long hair and the eyes. And you got this skeleton-like guy. And just, again, everything about this book is so well done. Never thought it would be so good. And you know, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just a fun read. There's so much action, and it looks like that the series will just be so good in the future. But with that being said, we're going to go through a little walkthrough here. And in the beginning of the book, we see Kaine in the backstory here, looking back to his past. And really, we really realized here in this issue that we know that Kaine worked for the Assassin's Guild. But what happened is that he owed money to Belladonna, which is the leader of the Assassin's Guild, and he never paid it. So basically there's a bounty on Kaine's head to take him out, because in the beginning of the issue, when you're doing the backstory, he just goes so she can go beep herself. So, and then we go right to the pages where it focuses on now, and he's basically doing battle with the Assassin Guild and their elite forces. And he's just taking one guy after another, after the other, after the other. And you know what? Scarlet Spider basically takes the upper hand here. He fights like this ninja dude. It kind of looks like the Hobgoblin. You can see right here. Very well done right there. The guy can't die. He throws him off because he's some mystical like creature. And then meanwhile we have the doctor and the police officer who are married. There's a couple. They go to Dr. Mitchell's house, which is, Dr. Mitchell was the character in the book he lost his family, and he blamed the doctor for it, and he hired the Assassin's Guild to basically take out the doctor. So these two guys, they just decided to go and see if they could talk some sense into him. Later on in the issue, it is Annabelle and Arcely. They're going to the mall, and Kaine basically hired her to just translate her and to translate for her and to basically, to protect her because she can't cross the border, or they don't want him going back to the border. They don't want police taking her in. So she's this very special person, but we don't know the full extent of her yet. So they go shopping and they do these things, and she has this ability to kind of see things and feel things because she knew that Scarlet Spider was fighting on top of the roof. And so when you go back to the issue, you see him doing more battle, and he just keeps pounding it out, and he gets pretty nicked up, but he handles it pretty good. And but as the battle sequence goes on, he takes out Smithy, who is this guy right here, and kind of gives him like an electrical current type of thing and shocks him or whatever, and he kind of just goes down, and then Scarlet just throws him down to the ground. Next thing we see is that we see the freaky girl lady just sitting there, and she just, and then she's just standing there, and she says, "Run, get the hell out of the way." And as the battle sequence goes on, we come into this guy right here. Again, the paneling is just so well done, and the characters so well drawn, and they're like so intimidating and scary. It really draws you into the book. But then you go back to the scene with the doctor, the officer, and Mr. Mitchell, and they basically eventually talk sense into Mr. Mitchell, and he breaks down. And he sits there and goes, "You know what? You're right. It's not your fault why my family died, but I can understand him. The man lost his whole family." But then going back to the battle scenes here, we can see that Scarlet Spider is battling this skeleton guy, and he uses some good humor in this actual book, and he's sitting there going, he just says, "Oh, I was worried that if I dressed like a skeleton, people would think I was some Assassin's Guild reject," because he was saying, "Why are you dressed like Spider-Man?" So he kind of gives it back to him. And then he got like scary, freaky girl sitting here going, she says, "Run, run." She goes, "I told you to run, and now you're going to ruin it." And she throws him against the wall, and you hear the crunch, and he goes, and he just breaks through the wall. Pretty awesome. And she's just like 90 pounds, he says, soaking wet, and she just breaks through walls and everything else. And so now you got the whole Assassin Guild elite guys are all ready to go for round 2, and they start doing their damage. And Smithy just sits there and says, "If you just paid your money, we wouldn't have had to go through all this BS, So, but once Kaine puts on the stealth device on his suit, he takes out this guy and punches him right through his head. So that's pretty badass right there. And then he's still running real fast, and then he cuts off this guy's leg, and you see his leg missing there. So that's pretty awesome. Battle sequence is just intense. Again, this is just what, if you were looking for a more hardcore Spider-Man, this is that book. This is that book, guys. Hardcore Spider-Man. Kaine, you couldn't ask for anything more. It's just perfect. Look at this artwork. Look at that. This is after he's done what he's done. I mean, he doesn't hesitate to use guns. He doesn't hesitate to use swords. He does whatever it takes to get the job done. Just phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal job. So next he takes out the freaking screaming chick, and right here with just a web. Takes her down. And they all go down. And basically what happens is that Smithy says, "You know what? You can take us all down, but there's 100 Assassin's Guild. And he goes, no matter what, there's going to be that one guy that's going to take you out. And Kaine goes, you know what? You're right. So he gets the phone. He calls what's her name again? Oh, I forgot her name. The leader of the Assassin's Guild. He calls. Hold on one second. I'm going to get it here. Belladonna. That's right. He calls Belladonna, and he just says, you know what? He goes, I'll do one job for you, and he goes, the time, the place, the target of your choosing, and after that's all over, you forget who I am, and that, or I killed every single member of the Assassin's Guild, starting with you, your choice. So what happens is that he makes a deal, and she accepts. But she accepts the person who he has to kill, the time, the place, and that's the condition. So after she hangs up the phone, again we see that the Assassin's Guild people leave, and Dr. Mitchell breaks down, but he's going to forgive them in the end. And we see that Kaine comes back from battle, and he goes to the bathroom, and in the vision here, in his vision, while looking in the mirror, he sees everything or everybody that he's killed. So you can see that his past is haunting him. And in the brief description after he pukes in the toilet here, you see he says, my body may be healed, my mind may be clear, but the blood on my hands will never come off no matter what I do. So basically his past is always going to haunt him for the rest of his life, no matter how much he is cured and things like that. So next thing we find out is that he makes the news, and little do we know is that she finds out that Kaine is actually Scarlet Spider. So yeah, that is about it for that issue. Yeah, Annabelle finds out that Kaine is she realizes that Kaine is the Scarlet Spider, and that's how the issue ends. And it says next story is going to be next Pillar of Fire. So awesome story, guys. 5 out of 5 I give it. There has not been an issue yet of Scarlet Spider that I did not enjoy. Everything about it, again, is just so well done, so put together, and we're going to learn more and more and more about Scarlet Spider and Kaine's past and everything else about that. So that's all I have to say about Scarlet Spider for today. You guys give me your thoughts if you read this issue, and give me your thoughts on what you think about this review, and hopefully I helped you maybe make a decision on purchasing Scarlet Spider. So guys, until next comic book review, this is Spider Slayer signing off, and thanks for watching Comic Book Corner. Thanks guys, take care, bye.